In the previous video, you witnessed the cold-blooded ruthlessness of hyenas, infamous predators known for stealing kills and living a life that is half pack, half solitary. But in this video, you'll enter a completely different world, where iron discipline, teamwork, and cooperative strategies become the most powerful weapons. The African wild dog, also known as the African painted wolf. Don't let their small size fool you. Standing just about 30 inches tall and weighing between 40 to 80 pounds, they possess incredible stamina, an extremely sharp sense of smell, and the heart of fearless warriors. Unlike lions, which rely on a killing ambush, or cheetahs, which depend solely on speed, African wild dogs win their hunts thanks to something few predators possess: near perfect cohesion in every hunt. They don't just live in packs, they live as a single entity, a united soul impossible to divide. A typical pack consists of 6 to 20 individuals, but in prey-rich areas like Botswana or Zimbabwe, that number can rise to 40. What's remarkable is their social structure. Only the alpha pair is allowed to breed, while the entire pack, regardless of rank, helps raise the next generation. When one member is injured, it isn't left behind. When a pup can't eat solid food, other members willingly regurgitate partially digested meat to nourish it, an act reminiscent of a mother bird's care. These acts of affection and discipline, thought to belong only to humans, are actually the deep instincts of this predator nicknamed the cooperative warrior of the savannah. Here, survival isn't just existence, it's about sharing. In the wild, where life and death are separated by a single heartbeat, African wild dogs don't just survive, they dominate. With a hunting success rate of 70–90%, they far outperform lions around 30% and hyenas only 20–25%. These numbers aren't random, they're the result of a flawlessly operating hunting machine. They can run non-stop for 10 to 20 minutes at speeds of 30 to 35 miles per hour, stamina that even the swiftest antelope fear. But what makes their hunts truly unstoppable is strategy. Their hunting success rate can reach as high as 85%, far surpassing lions, 30–40%, and cheetahs 50–60%. Once they take down prey, the pack eats rapidly, not just for themselves, but to carry food back for the pups and weaker members. They have a unique habit, regurgitating chewed food to feed those who can't hunt. This isn't emotional compassion, it's survival strategy. But the savanna never lets anyone rest for long. Lions, with their majestic stride and thunderous roar, remain the greatest threat. They're many times stronger. A single swipe can end a wild dog's life instantly. Yet, lions are also lazy kings. About 75% of their day, they sleep. The wild isn't just about violence, but also about quiet moments. Sometimes it's a relentless chase, sometimes it's basking in sunlight and breeze. In direct confrontations, wild dogs lose 90% of the time. They don't fight head-on, they choose smart retreat strategies. Some have been known to play dead, lying motionless until the lion assumes the battle is over, then suddenly sprint away at the first chance. Sometimes, between death and survival, the pack returns to rescue an injured member. They create distractions, make noise, and cause chaos just to save a weaker dog. That's loyalty, pack strategy, and the core value that has kept this species alive through millions of years of evolution. However, wild dogs face more than just lions. Hyenas, greedy and cunning, are frequent rivals that steal their kills. A lone hyena can be chased off, but when they come in numbers, they can drive away an entire pack of wild dogs through sheer pressure and their eerie, unsettling laughter. Beneath the rivers, Nile crocodiles lurk like shadows. They don't chase, they wait. One sudden lunge from the water, one bite with 3,700 psi of crushing force, and a zebra or antelope is dragged under the murky current, unable to scream. Above, leopards stalk from the tree branches. They don't compete for kills with wild dogs, but they are threats to the fragile pups. One sudden pounce, and the prey is hauled into the treetops, out of reach of lions, hyenas, and wild dogs alike. And yet, the greatest threat to African wild dogs today doesn't come from nature, but from humans. Once roaming from the Sahara Desert to the Congo jungles, now only about 6,600 individuals survive, trapped in fragmented habitats, surrounded by farms, roads, and villages. On the savannah, every day is a battle, but African wild dogs don't just fight, they teach us this lesson. Victory doesn't always come from strength. It comes from cooperation, loyalty, intelligence, and adaptability. If you've ever seen them hunt, heard their haunting calls echo through the night, or watch the pups squeal with joy as the mothers return with food, you'll understand, this isn't just an animal, this is a living masterpiece of nature, waiting to be protected before it's too late. Wildebeest may not be the fastest, nor do they have claws or sharp fangs, yet they embody the purest form of resilience in the wild. In the brutal migration stretching hundreds of miles where danger lurks at every step, where every river or bush could be a deadly trap, the wildebeest keeps moving forward. Not because they are invincible, but because they never surrender. Herd unity, strategic movement, resilience through adversity, and extraordinary adaptability have made them an irreplaceable symbol of survival in Africa's ecosystem. And their migration is not merely an ecological event, it's a vivid testament to the beauty of instinct, where survival doesn't belong to the strongest, but to those who never give up.